Hello everyone, welcome back to the ESL ESEA Pro League once again. We've had a good evening so far of CS, seeing TSM pick up the win up against Mouse in a pretty damn close game over on Dust 2. Now we have to see how the other Danes fare up against an equally difficult opponent, Fnatic, quite literally the top two teams so far in the Pro League, and indeed in a lot of people's world rankings, not naming any names after that debacle, but we are going to be hopefully seeing what Dignitas can do in a Fnatic that so far haven't been having the best track record. It's been like, what, 10 games and everyone's kind of said it, like, from Fnatic saying, oh, we're not happy at the moment. We're not performing at our optimum.
Yeah, I mean, if Fnatic is saying something like, oh, we're on like a massive losing streak, 24-0 or something, it's
rubbish.
Not actually. I mean, in official matches, they're still picking up games, but I think what they're saying is that against like top 5 teams or the top teams, they're sort of losing these games. It's not been ideal for them there as well. I mean, and now this map is Mirage, of course, our third on the night. We've only seen Fnatic play this one about 8 times officially in 3 months. So hard to say what we're going to be expecting from them right now. But I mean, the knife round's just around the corner, so we'll have to see what they produce. Yeah,
it's going to be intriguing to me as well. I mean, the last Mirage game I remember Fnatic losing, and of course this isn't the most recent one, but the most kind of surprising one was the game against CLG, where they basically had rehearsed it and practiced it so much that by the time it came to Mirage, like the 4th time running against Fnatic, they just completely had like an answer to everything. And if anyone was ever looking to kind of play against Fnatic over on Mirage, that's a game to watch. As now Dignitas are about to put all their hopes into Pimp for their side choice, and he's down to 35. And Pronex laughs at him, just slices him down. And so Fnatic do have their choice of side then coming in to this best of 1.
All right, let's see what they go for here as well. I'm definitely keenly watching Dignitas here. AZ has had some good games in recent times as well. Yeah. And obviously we're always looking at Schneider and constantly getting, I guess, indicators of how he's developing and how he's sort of fitting in. Of course, that's putting Pimp in a position to pick up the AWP now as well. So big changes for them, to be honest. With just one player coming in, it does actually shake things up.
Yeah, I mean, and Pimp being such a proficient rifler, it does mean Dignitas are in this kind of sticky spot where there is a lot of times when you would want to have your best riflers and your AWP in play, but you just can't. Yep. And now, let's see how this one starts off. Does look like we're going to be seeing quite the B presence from Dignitas. Just MSL actually lingering over towards A to just maybe lurk a couple of frags out, or maybe just distract a couple of Fnatic boys further down the line.
Yeah, it's MSL actually the only one with the grenades here as well. He is probably trying to sell something at A. He's throwing a fair few through, and this has drawn 4 players from Fnatic to A.
Look at that. That's beautiful. The bait and switch, and now Pronax is going to be all alone. He's going to be hunted down like a rabid dog as they look to take him out of the running. The rotate is on, and actually, oh dear, this hasn't gone fantastically for Dignitas because Fnatic, they're already there, and the frags are going to start coming in.
It was a super quick rotation actually as Pronax takes down Schneider, and only AZ and Pimp are left here. Pimp doing well. He gets 2. Nicely done. Straight towards the heads of Olafmeister and Pronax. Pronax did get tagged up a little bit by Olaf there, which didn't help. Crims has a kit, and he has a dream. He has a goal at least as well to get this one defused. He does go to what? AZ. Oh, Pimp gets the 2. Big shots in towards him, but he's going to jump on that bomb. Only 5 seconds left, and Pimp must act quickly. He doesn't think he has a kit. He's not going to go for this one, and Fnatic will get the defuse. Pimp did not back himself in that situation. The second guess always comes back to bite you in the butt.
Don't be a tit, buy a kit. Crims is evidence of that as he does pick up the first round with the defuse. That's, I mean, the first question surrounding this, for that round there was, what on earth? How did Pronax survive so long? He was kicking and screaming right until the closing seconds of that game. Really good to see how he survived against 4 Ts, just hiding around short, keeping these angles and options open. As the second round from Dignitas is going to be rather minor, no armor to be seen. As it's going to be a Kevlar-less round, just a Deagle and a couple of P250s then for Dignitas into this one.
And straight in towards underpass as well at the moment. Looks like they're trying to control mid as much as they can. JW trying to drop down, and Schneider will be able to pick him up. That's a Famous going over towards Dignitas now, but Flusher trying to get some long range mag 7 action going in towards Connector. Going to get some damage, but not going to find some kills. But Pimp, sharp as you like, takes down Olafmeister. Fnatic down to 3.
Yeah, now we're going to get a little scared for Fnatic. Pronax is probably going to be doing the Pronax flash. I have no doubt about that, as they are starting to scurry potentially towards his location. Nope, turn around. Bright Eyes, they are heading over towards A. It's going to be Pimp and AZ then, who are the ones going to keep them locked in on mid. It's very important to have a mid presence with a rotate like this because it does make Pronax's options rather limited. He's most likely going to be walking straight into a trap laid out by Pimp. I say trap, I don't think Pimp's expecting this. Oh, he's going to make noise picking up the weapon. No, that's a dead Pimp.
Yeah, that's it. Pronax backed himself enough to push around that corner and secure the kill towards Pimp. Dignitas are making very slow moves on towards A, and there's Crims getting the kill on towards MSL, holding beautifully there from Ticket Booth, and we'll just take a little bit of a step back. Schneider is also tagged up very, very heavy, down to 23. Pronax doing work as well from short. Great job from him, 2 in the bag, and Flusher will finish the job with the mag 7.
What a round from Pronax as well. That could have gone so differently if he had been taken out by Pimp. One frag could have made all of the difference, but no. After the initial little bit of a mess, we did see Fnatic stabilize quite nicely off the back of their in-game leader. 2 then to 0 into the start of this one. Dignitas now equipping themselves back up to the 9s with their AKs. And intrigued to see actually how they choose to format this one. We've seen them put a whole lot of emphasis on middle, and it looks like this round is no exception.
I'm loving Pronax right now. He's played a couple really, really good rounds. But Dignitas and look to try and take control of minutes. MSL out in front, does have an AK flasher, quickly switches away hastily maybe, and does get taken down. And now JW trying to flash out, trying to hold position now, looking towards Kirby. He's up in paddles, and Kirby's too sharp as well. Fnatic are losing these aim battles. They're just 1v1s at this stage. They've managed to lose 2 players in the process. MSL super low. AZ now the man taking point. He's pushing straight through, and Pronax responds. He is inside jungle, and he's getting pushed onto by Schneider as well. He had to reload, but Schneider, Swedish man, will be able to clean him up there. It's just Crims left.
What's your plan here, Crims? Smoke has locked him out, and I think he's going to be quite happy to just back away and save this one. Dignitas playing this beautifully and actually managing to get away with the majority of their players still kicking, at least so far, unless Crims goes absolutely nuts and doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Instead, he's just going to go ahead and take stock in the kitchen. And this is going to be a nice response from Dignitas into that 3rd round, picking up the win and picking it up efficiently. Nope, that's another rifle down. And Skierby went hunting. I don't think anything else is going to come of that, especially considering he's just going to smoke his way. Oh, tell a lie. Schneider. Ooh, beautiful from Grim. Just keep himself safe and sound. Keeps himself the kit and the rifle. Oh, not last second. MSL gets it. I do get excited when you see these hunts go down. It's like a little bit of Hunger Games-esque as they all start converging on that one weapon. But no, it's going to be a very nice round for Dignitas, and nice and early on as well.
First couple of rounds are quite close as well, so Dignitas a little bit unfortunate maybe not to or to only have one in the bag. But look at this, messy buy here. JW has an AWP, the rest of his team going for pistols. He does have armor as well, gets the double in mid. That's ridiculous. AZ and MSL, see you later, gentlemen. And that is now 3 players left for Dignitas to try and work on towards this one. Pimp just trying to hold it together. He probably is quite shocked about what JW just managed to do.
They lined up for him, and that AWP investment is most definitely going to be justified now as hunt does continue from Fnatic in this round. They've got rifles now, they've got frags, and Schneider's wondering where it all went wrong. Now JW is going to be going down, not going to be finding his 3rd of the round. The bomb, though, is in the grasp, the clutches of Olof, and I think Schneider's well and truly aware of it at this point, as he just really, really wants to bring this into a 1v1. That is his mission at this point. He's got time. There's no denying it, and there's no denying that he could most definitely go for it here, as the one Swede of Dignitas goes up against 2 counterparts.
Had he had the bomb, Schneider would have quite easily been able to turn this into a 1v1. As a T player, you always have the potential to do that. You can fake going to a bomb site, or just go to another one, I guess, and try and keep your opponents guessing. But now he's got to do it the old-fashioned way as he heads down and towards underpass. Olofmeister is above him in ladder room. Crims is also watching from mid, so he will be watched as Schneider does come out. He's looking for Crims though as well, and if he can catch him here, it will definitely be to the detriment of Fnatic. But nade towards mid, and there's a good poke from Crims just to pick up the kill nice and clean.
Great stuff there from the Fnatic guys, and we are going to be seeing then a quick turnaround, straight away putting Dignitas back in their place, courtesy of JW's W, followed up, of course, nicely by Olof. You can see them here. Look at them, just straight up, could not be more lined up. They're doing the Macarena into mid. Jeez. And AZ and MSL having to pay the ultimate sacrifice into that one. Now, though, let's see what Dignitas have got for us. 2 rifles thereabouts, an AK and a Galil, and then the Armor Tech 9s to follow. That does suggest one thing and one thing only. That is going to be quite a heavy presence towards B, at least to start this one off. They could be turning around to mid through underpass. Doesn't look like it, though, as they are setting up for some smokes and flashes, and are going to go for a B execute.
He actually went for the AK here as well. This is just a muddled buy here from Dignitas, and I hope they can put it to good work now as Pronax is going to be jumped onto by the entirety of Dignitas. That's Kirby to secure that one, and Olofmeister is smoked, but will still take down Schneider as he crosses, and he'll push up as well. JW also contributing here, and Pimp will be responding. Bomb is planted though as well, and Olofmeister has to work his way in from the outside, but Pimp there does get his second. It's a 2v2.
This is just a trade fragging tutorial. Every single frag has been traded out. Maybe Flusher could make an exception. He does indeed, because now Crims is on the hunt. Never mind. AZ does it. Oh, and he does one better. Takes Crims down as well. 2 frags in the round. Pimp was the one responsible for another double. And that's going to be a very crucial round for Dignitas to keep the gap small. Very nice to see Dignitas just bringing 2 rifles in and thriving in what was otherwise a very testing scenario. Pronax not doing well on that hold, all because of that flash. You saw him doing the, the Pronax flash towards B-Apps, but because he was blind, he peeked delayed, and he went out. He went down with no damage.
Dignitas really taking it to Fnatic right now. This is impressive to see. They didn't even bother trying to sell some sort of fake here. Now, the buys aren't perfect, but look at Fnatic. They're all stacked towards mid for some reason, and Dig are going for B.
This is going to be a wide open site, and they're going to be wondering where on earth the welcome party is. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a late one, and it could be a surprise party considering they're all pushing right from behind, coming through this exact back from whence the T's did come. And it's going to be Azio who I think's starting to cotton onto this idea. Schneider is going to be the one making the call as he's getting a heated exchange towards the stairs, and it's going to be just the 2 of them making all the necessary frags. Flusher and Olaf then left. Flusher did find the head of MSL, but that's pretty much all he's going to be given, I think. And Dignitas picking up a much-needed, tidy 3rd round. This is the problem against Fnatic, is you can sometimes see teams fall. Hang on.
Wait a minute.
No kit, no problem. Just for a second, I had to check. I was like, wait a second, he's not running away. But no, we are going to see Dignitas pick that one up, and relatively cleanly.
That's right. It wasn't a full buy for them as well. They had a Tech 9, I think, and an MP9 floating around. So now this is enough for Dignitas to, well, try and secure themselves. But yet again, economy's still not their friend. You can see MSL is able to get an AK for himself, but it had to come from another one of his teammates. But Fnatic again going for an eco,
yeah,
or at least save.
That's going to be a 2nd one in a row then for them. And I think Fnatic are going to try a stack. This time it's going to be a stack towards the A site. 4 members all training their eyes on towards the ramp, and oh, look at those nades. They can do more damage, more harm than good. Then again, Flusher does find Kierby, not too far off the second as well. Easy, fortunately, avoiding that one. As look at him just goes bouncing into the site, bounding inwards, and now Crimson Pronax have managed to bring this into a 2v2. This is potentially posing a threat, especially considering Schneider's health.
Fnatic have made this messy now, but there's a lot of flashes coming towards Pronax as well. Double Molotov to try and deny him position, but he's already up on stairs. The smoke is still there, but he has an opportunity at least. Olafmeister was kept away for at least a moment. He obviously has an AK in hand. Very much a danger player right now. But the bomb is down. AZ back into the corner. Looking towards stairs, maybe if anyone's going to jump across, and he's going to be able to pick that one up. A bit of a spray comes out, but he'll be able to secure that one. Grabs himself another AK. Why the hell not saves in the reload time? Going to be juggling those ones. He's going to throw a nade towards Olafmeister here. Does hit him quite nicely down towards half health. The spray. AZ gets it done. A little bit of clown work there as well. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, get AZ to the circus. The AK juggle is real. 3 frags for him, and it was Schneider who picked up the other 2 as those deadly duo got 18 frags between them so far in this game. Very, very nice to see those 2 fragging as much as they are. The the other side of the coin is, of course, the other 2. Look at them, MSL and Kierby being rather quiet. Just 1 for MSL so far in this one, and such a potent player as well. When everything is going his way, he is a force to be reckoned with. So far, though, not the case. And actually, we are seeing Pronax go for a very fast push on the CT side in towards Palace. He's looking like royalty. No, just the 1. Schneider does nip that in the bud, and now it does look like Dignitas are about to try and pick up off that pace.
That's right. They're still going to work out from the T-ramp as well, or back away. That's the question. AZ actually going to hand the bomb to Schneider. He will go and try and continue to sell this A effort for Dignitas right now. You can see them moving away. Will it be enough? Just a little bit of a spray through the doorway. He's actually going to be paying dividends. It's just Olafmeister right now at B. But look at the bomb. It's been left back in spawn, and Dignitas are still not committed. If AZ can open something up at A, it may still be an option.
Now, the question remains is where on earth do Fnatic just what's Fnatic's read on this one? It's Flusher who's been given the responsibility of middle. That smoke's going to aid their cross if they do want to try and challenge out. He's keeping his eyes on underpass as well. He's definitely been kept guessing, and so are the entirety of Fnatic. They've got a kind of 2-2 split at this point. Flusher being that backup player to Olaf on B, even over an A. He's very flexible at this point, and it does look like Dignitas have drawn Flusher actually towards the A site. AZ's front rotated as well. This is going to end up as a B hit, and I think they are moulding Fnatic like clay in their hands.
Yeah, I mean, with Flusher obviously not able to see through connector and JW over at A, it's just Olafmeister to deal with, but he's going to hold his ground now. Kierby goes down first. Olafmeister now peeking on towards the side. He gets a second ace. He drops the bomb. He's loose. He's looking for Schneider, but Pimp will still be able to shut him down. Flusher through the window, though, on towards Pimp now. 1 player left for Dignitas. Has been a great hold by Olaf, and Fnatic now will build off that.
Yeah, this has been kind of brought home by Olaf there, just going crazy with the AWP, and now he does have the location of at least 1 of the 2 Fnatic members. No hope. The bomb does go just so close to going down, but no hope for him. Not even going to get the extra money for his team. And Fnatic keep it level. 4-4 going to be the score here in this best of one. And it's great to see Crims residing at the top of the scoreboard as well, considering a slight underperformance developing for him over the past 2 days.
Fnatic able to just put a stop to those 3 rounds in a row that Dignitas managed to score. This game is really being ground out, though. Very much a slow affair. Both teams just really taking the fight to each other now, but Dignitas opting for this B. They've got 3 AKs to work with. They've got a couple of smokes as well. Flashes are there, and so is Armor. And Pronax now, will he be caught unawares this time? Up on truck. A little bit exposed position for him there, but the smoke does obscure a lot of things. Pronax though can see through the smoke. He jumps away, the flash comes out, forces him back in towards that forest spot. Olofmeister takes down Kirby. Now a flasher as well set up in shot. Pronax on towards AZ, and it's a great hold from Fnatic. Dignitas falling by the wayside. MSL is able to at least get 1, but Flasher is there. Back and forth, but still 3 up for Fnatic. Dignitas have not traded into this effectively at all, but Pimp can still get it done. To a 1v2, but Olofmeister is there. He will shut that down. 2 for him for the round.
Olofmeister's B-hold with that AWP has been astounding these last 2 rounds. And actually those 2 very successful rounds for Fnatic has led to a very shoddy economy for Dignitas then, as they're going to be forced to just rock the pistols in this one. Now Fnatic have started to kind of show Dignitas why they should avoid B, and that was a big playbook. That was a big page of their playbook for Dignitas. So far, you know, they found a bit of early success on B. Now it seems that Fnatic have adapted quite nicely, and they're going to have to think of something different coming into their next buy.
Flasher going for a scout here, so money isn't really brimming out of Fnatic's pockets at this stage, and Dignitas even worse off here. No armor, no nothing, just some pistols here. Let's see what they can do. Pimp will manage to take down JW, but Chris will be awaiting that push, a double for Pimp. Does find some heads there, and he clicks them perfectly. Flasher jumping up, trying to get some scout kills, and everyone's finding each other's heads in the strangest ways. Pimp with 3 for the round. It's a 2v2 situation. This is possible for Dignitas, and Pimp is going huge. He's gotten 4 now. Olofmeister has an AWP. He has a bit of armor, but not a lot of health. And there's Pimp getting himself onto that M4. That's the ace from the man, and what a huge round for Dignitas to have brought back.
Just charging into the side with just pistols. Absolutely astounding to pick it up against Fnatic, no less. The one kind of absence of a rifle was the scout. You'd expect that to shred through the unarmored assault, but no. And that's going to be a big blow to Fnatic. Straight back to the Stone Age for them it is, as they are going to be sitting residing about 2k apiece. And it's just going to be CZs and P250s for them to work with into this next round.
This is why grind is a word that occurs to me right now. Just tit-for-tat rounds coming out here. Dignitas winning a round they really had no business being involved in there. It was all about Pimp getting him through it. But here's smoke through mid, and MSL, 3 players actually in mid here for Dignitas right now. Schneider over on B, Kirby just giving A tickle at the moment, just trying to keep Crims occupied. He's going to be slow about his movements here.
Yeah, Crims did get brought down to 32, and Dignitas actually going surprisingly aggressive, knowing what Fnatic's economy may be, not too cautious and not too paranoid about the corners. It's going to be a couple of exchanges favouring MSL there. Pronax and Olof are no more. And Dignitas desperately trying to do this as neat and tidy as they can, and so far so good. AZ and Kirby on the hunt towards Crims. They find him, and now the last man to stand and fall it will be Flusher, as Dignitas do just put their nose in the lead.
Exceedingly clean anti-eco there for Dignitas. And look at the scoreboard as well. Fnatic also just grinding this one out
look
together.
Look at the grind. You can see, look at the order in which those rounds have been acquired. It's quite literally 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2. Back and forth, these 2 teams brawl. And it's a pleasure to watch.
Well, I mean, Dignitas, they have some high flyers, of course, in Pimp and AZ right now. Kirby and MSL have had quiet ones, but they've definitely been doing their job, and they must continue to do it now. MSL will be lining up this one here. That should be for jungle, I think.
Yeah, actually just goes on the other side of Connector and enables you a little bit more of Connector control. JW just gets smoked out, though. And Flusher, I like this hold. He's going to enable him to kind of catch some close tees. It's going to be AZ then, whose head, does get caught out. Oh, it's a very blind Flusher. No cigar. Olof does catch him, and MSL quick to bite back. Flusher is the target of his affection, and now a very low health Pronax does evade the flames and continues to hold steady on B.
Olofmeister there, after some uncharacteristic shakiness, will be able to pick up that kill towards Pimp and leave only 2 on Dignitas. Fnatic with guns as well. They've got a lot to work with here, and Kirby asking questions of A-side as well. He's just there pushing through, doesn't have the bomb. That one is in the hands of MSL, who's trying to make his way through, but Olofmeister trying to catch onto him through Connector. Olof goes down to 7 points of health, but here's JW and Crims as well. The cavalry has arrived towards A. The bomb is going to get there as well. MSL the one with it in his hands, but JW is going to dash his hopes and dreams in a second.
Oh, now he has just 2 points of health. It's 7 health versus 2 health. 1 bullet will win this brawl, and oh my lord, he could have very well been caught out with that drop, and now one tap of that P250 could bring Olaf down, but oh,
cheeky.
That'd be very nice. Gets the nade to land besides Olaf, and the bomb, of course, is going to be causing problems. All right, Observer, we're aware. We're well and truly aware, but it's good to see that Kjaerbye is going to be able to recover himself. He managed to get away with both the M4 and a little bit of armor between him and Crims and JW.
Dignitas have money here at this stage, so it's not imperative that the save is made, but Kjaerbye understands that he wants to go for that AWP there. Able to pick that up, get some more value, of course, with only 2 points of health. He'd be crazy to really go for too much. But here's Fnatic. They're able to buy, at least for the most part anyway. And as I see Dignitas in the same position here. Very much a back and forth affair here as well. I'd be interested to see now if the second half is going to bring us any sort of greater performances from either of these teams, because it's just a slapfest really at this stage.
Pimp on the AWP. First time for him in this game. I want to have a little look what he can do in this. As so far, Dignitas haven't put too much effort into emphasis on towards that, and there's no kind of surprise there considering what he has been doing with the rifle, sitting now top of the scoreboard with 14. Olaf's about to walk straight into Schneider. That's good for Dignitas as AZ does the same. In the meantime, Crims just pockets a double over towards A. He's been fantastic on this A-hole, but Pimp's nade changes that, as this is going to be now JW's turn to fall. Kjaerbye responsible. And now Pronax on the rotate. He's been so good on B. Let's see if he can do it over on the opposite side of the map. Quick flash to delay him. The bomb is not going to be going down anytime soon, though, because that bomb's locked out on ramp. Pimp backed away into a corner as well. Pronax is exerting a whole lot of force with his utility here.
It's almost no point in him poking stairs because the smoke narrowed it down. There's only one place where he could appear from. Dignitas are going to be watching that, but there goes Pimp, the 1v1. It is a kit in the hands of Pronax here. I don't think he's going to be trying his luck, though, as well. Fnatic still quite close in this one as Kjaerbye will obviously get the plant down now. He was maybe expecting a rotate, wanted to put himself in a central position, did Pronax. He's got more health here, and he does find the head. Beautiful stuff from him as well. Always, like you can see, as the tactician for Fnatic, the cogs are always turning in that man's head, and he's played that very smartly.
Very, very nice from Pronax then. 2 very important frags, and it's going to be causing problems now for Dignitas. 7-6 gonna be the scoreline here, and Dignitas already, I feel like 6 rounds acquired on that T side here on Mirage is an achievement in itself. It's very good that they've managed to kind of find a way, find a route into Fnatic's defense, and they're going to be very happy with that one. If they could add an extra, or even 2, they would be most definitely in good terms to make this a very competitive game on their defensive side.
JW going towards me, trying to channel some of that magic. He does pick up MSL. Successful push for him now. Let's see if he can get another one. All Flash will be able to contribute. There goes JW, cutting Dignitas down. The glass cannon build from the man coming out quite nicely, and only 2 for Dignitas left after that slaughter in mid. Okay,
Pimp and Kjaerbye then. Got 5 members to find. It's not looking like that's for certain, but Kjaerbye starts to find some hope. Just the one. He didn't have to pay too heavy of a price either, as that could be a second. Oh, we get caught out, but fortunately Pimp's there to babysit and to ensure his teammate's survival. Does catch a glimpse of Olaf towards there's a second one as well. Oh my god, how is he still breathing? He's going to try and keep himself safe in the smoke. They know he's there. The bomb's going in as well, courtesy of Pimp. And now 3 members of Fnatic are locked out. Make it now all onto Pimp, as he is going to try and hunt them down. He is in trouble, and Pronax is the one to bring him down to size. That's going to be the 8th for Fnatic, and I mean, I started seeing little glimmers in their eyes that could have been an incredible 2 versus 5, but Fnatic are the seasoned veterans and are not going to let rounds like that slip away.
Kjaerbye really pushing his luck there. You see how aggressively he came in towards that connector. Smoke was there, but the Olafmeister spray down did eventually claim him. So Dignitas, they're up and about it as well. You can see that they're definitely feeling reasonably confident now as well, holding Fnatic so close. And yeah, as you said, 6 rounds T-side, great stuff from them. They have the guns, at least for the most part now, to maybe make it a 7th here, and they'll be happy going on to CT in that situation. Schneider only got a Tech 9, but Pimp takes down JW. The man, when he gets his AWP in his hands, as good as he is with a rifle, he's such an important pivot right now for Dignitas as he wreaks havoc in mid.
Yeah, taking down JW is no easy task either, so taking that very strong AWP presence down is only going to force it into the hands of Olaf, which is still not as easy as it may sound. Olaf does get the frag. Nice from him, as it is going to be now a level battle. 2 versus 2. Olaf's low, though. And oh, Schneider's lower. Taken down.
Pimp now with the AWP. 1v2. Olafmeister is down to 21 health, and Pronax is also fairly low. Have a look at this. It's a boost in towards mid. So a bit of an unexpected angle possible here for Fnatic. As Olofmeister will poke jungle eventually. Dignitas, I mean, Pimp, sorry, should I say, none the wiser, and Olof is going wide, going back through CT here. The bomb is still loose, and Pimp has to go over towards that one now. How can he set this up to sort of be safe in both directions? I don't think he can. He doesn't know that Olof is going to be coming from this direction. He hasn't really looked, and Olof can just take his time, line it up, make the set shot. Fnatic goes 9-6 at halftime. Only towards the end, to be honest, where we're really starting to see Fnatic show some of that Fnatic magic that we're liking to see. Shaky in a lot of ways as well, and JW still not really hitting his straps the way he would like to.
Absolutely, that was good from Dignitas. I think 6 is something they can work with, something that especially they can build on. I'd be concerned if they kind of got any less than 4, but that's something that's malleable for the Danes. But Fnatic too, going to look to establish early dominance up against Dignitas, team that are no stranger to a bit of a kind of not the word choke and the word tilt. If as soon as they get kind of the taste of victory, things can fall out of their hands quite quickly, and we saw examples of that over at the major qualifiers. But here we go then, jumping into our second half then of our third game of the day here for the Pro League. Let's see how Fnatic choose to structure their assault.
It's been a couple of weeks since Fnatic have played this map, and last time it was Envy that beat them 16-6. So they're hoping to, you know, make their short return to this one successfully. But AZ just straight through the head of Olofmeister with that lovely USP shot, and smoke down for him as he will cross over towards A now. Fnatic got to come out from this one. JW getting tagged up only very slightly. He's going to go straight towards AZ now. Going to try and take that distance advantage away from him. Bomb's going to be planted right now. Pimp does take down Flusher. Back and forth. Kirby on towards Crims. JW still chiming in. Gets his second now. Looking for a third. Will he be able to connect? No, it does look like MSL just able to back away with a slither of health. 2v2 actually, 2v1 now. Schneider managed to deal with JW. Bomb is down as well. Pronax with it all to do.
Yeah, and MSL just needs to stay alive. That's his mission. Oh, he's failed it. And now very well could go horribly wrong for Dignitas. Pronax gets 4 as he takes Schneider's life away from him as well. Everything was coming up Dignitas there. They all picked up the early frags. It was looking very, very temperamental for Fnatic. But then Pronax, who is residing right at the higher echelons of the Fnatic scoreboard, 16 for him. It's great to see him both in form, but also picking up 4 frags in that round.
And essentially denying Dignitas the opportunity to level the scoreline as well. Great way to hold on in a pistol round that, again, he had no business winning, but somehow he managed to keep his wits about him and get it done. Really great stuff from him now. MSL really aggressively pushing towards underpass here. Olof has been alerted. He's going to go head-to-head with him in just a moment.
Yeah, that's the problem with that flash. I always kind of raise a couple of questions with that fast flash, because if they're not pushing, you don't want to go up those stairs. You've just made it very clear your intentions. It's very obvious that there's something coming up that staircase. Instead, though, we do lose MSL early.
AZ also falling foul of the smoke, covering over that connector. And Fnatic looks like they might actually make a rotation back towards A. They'll leave Olof at B, see what he can drum up, see if he can rile up the natives, as it were. 4 Fnatic players now going to make their way towards T-Ramp. It's going to be AZ, and it's going to be Schneider to meet them on that site. Just Deagles for Schneider and AZ at this stage. Not going to be easy with a full force of Fnatic pushing towards them as well. Powerful they are, the Deagles. There's not enough bullets to deal with all these Fnatic players pushing towards them. Still, AZ gets 1, but JW and Olofmeister now making their way through. Olof with his second now, and it's just Pimp to try and make something of this mess.
There goes 11, and that's just the power of the pistol.
Olof with 4 that round.
You just shredded through the unarmored dig. Excuse me. The point I was going to make was that in an interview we were talking to, I think it was Devilwalk, and he was saying that if Pronax is at the top of the scoreboard, that means Fnatic aren't, like the fraggers are underperforming. Don't think Pronax is overperforming, just think that everyone else is underperforming. And I think, you know, you can take that with a pinch of salt. I think that definitely Pronax is having a fantastic game. But we aren't seeing necessarily everything we wanted from JW. Say that, though, he has just found AZ very, very quickly, and now Fnatic are going to start to flood into the site. Another eco for Dignitas, though. It's going to be that scary double eco, which is going to put 12 on the board for Fnatic, potentially.
This is starting to look pretty dangerous for Dignitas now. Schneider just chilling out in CT here as the bomb is almost effortlessly planted. AZ trying to make an early push towards Palace and create some sort of opportunity. Did not work out yet again. Pimp getting deep straight away. He's forced back around the corner. Fnatic have the utmost amount of control over this map, and it's just Dignitas are sitting back on this one now. I don't really know what the plan is for them right now. Flusher is going to dig Schneider out quite easily, and Fnatic all over this one like moss on a rock.
Righto. It's going to be just Kirby and Pimp. And now they're so low. This is just going to be a question of how long it takes before we lose them. And there it is. I mean, Fnatic secure 12. Now we're starting to see the Swedish hands start to close in and start to get quite a tight grip on the neck of Dignitas. They are going to be going into this buy, though we are going to be seeing Pimp invest in the AWP when it is available. Intrigued to see if he can seize as much mid-dominance as we saw early from JW. And from there, where do you build? Fnatic have been, hitting A quite heavily, and it doesn't look like this round is going to be any exception. Fast, quick towards Palace, then trying their luck at ramp a little later on. But look at Dig.
Yeah, absolutely. Dignitas now, looks like they're just spread out. Actually, a lot towards B at this stage. There's just Kirby at A. And the problem with that is there's 4 Fnatic players that are there. Olofmeister is going to be able to smoke up mid. And here's the push. Very, very quick. But Pimp was there with the ult. He takes down Crims. Just in from jungle there as well. I think he got a tag towards Flusher, but Schneider is getting involved as well.
This is all right from Dignitas. We are going to be seeing JW throw out a nade to connect on towards Kirby. That's the only damage done, though, so far to the Dignitas boys. And Schneider's doing so much damage of his own. Now, just JW and Flusher, and they've got so little health to work with. It's just a matter of time now before Dignitas close in.
Easy now making his way up from T-Ram. JW's just sitting in the back corner. He will eventually drop, and it's just Flusher who's, well, he's gotten himself the heck out of dodge. And this is the sad part about it. I guess it's a shame that Dignitas lost the pistol round in the way that they did, because on a 9-6 map, losing that pistol then, being so far behind now and having so much more of a climb to make. But now, the first time we're seeing Dignitas properly with guns in their hand, and this is what they've been able to do with them all game. What a clean buy for them as well. Just Kirby that actually fell.
Yeah, and that was down to JW's kind of tag and nade that brought that frag home. Now, though, we are going to be seeing Fnatic fully equipped for this round. Intrigued, I think, is the word, to see if they change it up, not heading towards A so quickly, as we are going to be seeing them spread their numbers. 2 to B, 2 towards middle to some extent or another. And AZ's the one who's been given the responsibility of middle alongside Pimp and his AWP.
Crims and Olaf still want to see if they can create something in mid as well, because Pimp has sort of taken the bait. He's gone aggressively in there and a little bit more vulnerable to peaks from top and mid.
Ooh.
But so far, JW might challenge him here, an underpass, and Pimp gets the better of the Swedish player. Now he's going to back up in the direction of A, and that's a huge opening Dignitas have created. Fnatic losing some momentum. They have to regain it somewhere.
Pimp anticipating that presence in underpass. Nice play from him, and of course trusting in AZ's aim to be true, enabling him to hold that angle so aggressively. And now Fnatic have to build off that. 3 players all storming through middle now, and the man, the myth, the legend, Schneider is the one who potentially has to deal with that, and he is just holding at the top of that ladder. He can hear players. He's going to be finding 1, maybe 2, as he does so much damage to Crims. Not enough, as he's still thriving with 12. But Dignitas, they've done a whole lot of damage, and they've managed to keep and stave off this early presence from Fnatic.
So AZ was always ready for Crims as well. Now, this is a really dangerous position for him. He's got the bomb in ladder room. If he commits in towards that crow's nest, I guess that mid window, AZ will be waiting for him. That will really make things hard for Fnatic now, having him with the bomb. So we'll see here. Maybe go towards B via short, but MSL will be waiting as well. Tries to get some spray down. Picks up Pronax, but Crims is still up. Forcing a rotation now from AZ now. Flash towards that B side. AZ got to hold it on his own for now.
Crims is low, and that's nice. Does finish what Schneider started not too long ago. Pimp does the same onto Flusher. That's 2 now in a row for Dignitas. They're going to have to do better than that. They're going to have to continue to build on that in order to close this gap. And Fnatic, you can see, well, being highlighted there by Observer. No outliers so far in the frags. It's good as well to have that absence of the real bottom fragger, the 1, the 2, the 3. And now we are going to be jumping back into the action to see if Dignitas can add a 3rd in a row here on Mirage.
Fnatic going for a bit of a force here. It's not a perfect buy, but it'll be enough at the moment. But Pimp does get the tag actually on towards JW, so that's going to hurt as well. Molotov straight towards mid window. Fnatic want to deny Pimp any sort of foothold here, but Schneider's going to be in ladder room yet again. Flusher sees a little bit of AC, but won't go for it. Schneider through smoke. He's going to play it right next to him, but he can't quite find him. I don't think he's connected to any of those. Now Flusher is going to come barreling around the corner, but the USP is going to be enough. Unfortunately, MSL steals his teammate's thunder by killing him there. What a great play by Schneider to hold Flusher back.
MSL just kind of completely nullifying that frag, but taking his teammate out as well. That's one of those ones that's going to come back to haunt you potentially. But still, it is a 4v4, and it does look like JW could potentially cause a threat from jungle. He would have to make noise to do so, though, from ladder. Kirby deep on ramp, and he's going to be the catalyst in what could be a very strong Dignitas defense. They are anticipating it, though. It's going to be 1, not 2nd, as traded out nicely by Crims.
Not terrible. Fnatic are pretty beaten up at this point now. Still, Pimp is still able to hold here from this ticket booth or down on CT Ram. Fnatic flashing. They want to go for this one. And JW has still kept himself towards the middle of the map here. So I'll be interested to see how this plays out. As MSL might cross, but here's Pimp Ready for Crims. Crims is going to show, but there's a flash. Perfect timing from the man.
MSL's got away with it. He jumped straight on down to connector. Finally, JW catches him as he was hightailing it towards the A site. With the bomb now down, and Dignitas' hopes of a third consecutive round have been dashed by a very nice late round from Fnatic. JW's just going to jump straight on into AZ's arms, and now it is just 2 he needs to find.
Fnatic going to be sitting back on this one as well. Crims in CT. Olofmeister would love to get this one. Definitely make money. Bit more of an issue for Dignitas here, but he's playing safe about it. Flash comes in towards him. AZ goes for the fake, and this has brought Crims up, but AZ managed to take down Crims. It's not going to be enough time. AZ has a kit. Will he go for the real one? Whoa, there is Olofmeister. Times it well, pokes out and gets the kill.
Yeah, good read from Olof. He knew that the time was going to be just a little too narrow for AZ to fake it out a second time. And now Dignitas fall into that trap of the eco. They're going to be considering what they can throw together. Pimp has enough money to throw pistols at everyone. I think that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Yet 5-7s for all, he says, as there are some pistols laid down. We are going to see what Dignitas can do. Let's not forget, over on that T side, that Pimp round, the ace with just a P250 at the start. It's a rarity, but Dignitas have done it before, and they have got a relatively good read here. 3 players. Oh, I was going to say 3, now 2 taken away by JW.
Another aggressive push from AZ to Palace being dashed. Kirby now sitting right back in this corner here, and Fnatic with 4 posturing towards the A side. It's going to be Crimson JW up in Palace. JW looking to add to his total, and that's Schneider just harassing Olofmeister in mid. Pronax may even make the rotation around just to pick him up, and that might open something for B as well for Fnatic now as Pronax stalking towards that player there. Schneider not ready for Pronax as the bait was good from Olofmeister. There goes an important player there for Dignitas, and they might be able to make a move towards B. However, JW gets another pick at A, and it's just Kirby and Pimp left to do it all.
I don't think there's going to be much more success found. Pimp did have his Kevlar and he kept him alive till the last man. Fnatic keeping it neat.
Disappointing times for Dignitas here. I mean, this game could have been so much more from them. It all started, of course, with the pistol round being sort of stolen out of their grasp, and they've been unable to actually put together consecutive rounds in this half. Only 2 rounds for the half for them. And, well, it's been a while since we've seen them here. They must get this one here. Been able to buy.
Wow, look at that. All 5 members of Dignitas on 0. That's not something you see every day. They've completely invested into this round, down to the decoy, as now Pimp draws first blood. JW down, looking to do the same is Kirby, but that's going to be stopped by Flusher. Quick exchange now, which does leave Flusher with very little health, though. 6 points of health left for him, and it does seem that Fnatic have kind of message received from Dignitas on A, and they're going to be backing their hell up, back towards T-spawn, maybe leaving a lurking Olof to do damage. Hang on, AZ.
He's going to be looking for something here. Might find Pronax. Pronax aiming that corner quite nicely, and the crosshair placement wasn't quite there for the man. You can see the Dignitas don't have a lot of smokes or flashes here to work with. Their stall potential severely limited by their financial hardship, but there's Pimp always chipping in at the right time. Olofmeister will drop, makes it the 3v3. Now Pimp looks in towards connector. MSL also be able to get some crossfire here. He'll check ladder room first, and he'll establish control of mid. Crims not poking either. MSL getting away with murder here, getting inside that ladder room. Gonna poke this one. Crims was there though. Did see him. Took down to about half health, but really, Dignitas need to keep these players alive right now.
Nice. Use of their Molotov and smoke to completely lock Dignitas and rather Pimp out of kitchen as the bomb is going to be going down nice and safe for short. Crims is going to be the one to hold from short. Schneider's going to be the one to try and take him down. And he does. That's actually huge because that gives him access to that short area. Flush is low as well. This is a doable round for Dignitas, but it doesn't look like they're willing to go for it. As you can see, Pimp hightailing it over towards A. And they're just going to kind of bow down and let Fnatic take the 15th.
They want to keep it all in Pimp's hands, clearly. We'll see what the man can do with it here. And yeah, not challenging this one, not trying to let a flight of fancy take away their only chance of maybe bringing this one back or at least to an overtime here. So Fnatic we'll go to 15-8 here. It is an interesting decision. I mean,
that's an on-the-fly decision as well. You have to make that, especially, you know, oh, Flush went down. But especially when you make, like Schneider, for example, getting that early frag, the opening frag that would have, I mean, if there was still 3 Fnatic members standing, understandable, but I don't know. It does, of course, mean that they're going to have a bit of a better jab at this final round to try and take it into overtime, but they've got such a challenge ahead of them. Now, Fnatic have picked up 6 so far of the 8 rounds played here on their second half. We are still seeing the AWP in play, of course, preserved. And it does look like it's going to be going towards B. Maybe a fast peek on towards short. It's good, though, considering the bomb and Fnatic are coming that way as well.
MSL stacked towards short, actually. They might be more interested in taking mid away from Fnatic, so this could work against them if they sort of get caught out of position. MSL only has a Deagle in hand right now, but here comes Fnatic, but Pimp takes down one. He's going to be just inexorably trying to hold that spot, but JW doing work on the other side of the map. There goes MSL, the man with the Deagle. He drops down, back and forth, back and forth. Schneider gets one. Now Fnatic, well, they wanted to push their way in towards underpass, but I think that HLT, that GoTV glitch might mean the game's over. We'll have to keep going though. 3v2 situation. Fnatic only with 2 players right now. Crims getting very, very low there, but manages to win that challenge against Schneider. Very plucky play from the man, and it's just Crims.
2 to find. Pimp and AZ has the bomb, which does of course make his job on a little journey a little difficult, or rather a little easier, excuse me. But 25 points of health to try and manipulate the 2 remaining Danes. 45 seconds to do it. It's most definitely not looking likely, as he does just continue to hold in underpass. I think Dignitas and truly are aware of where he's going to be coming from, as they both train their eyes on Connector. This means only one thing for Crims. And it looks like they're going to be seeing another round on the board for Dignitas. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, easy. Woo! Sigh of relief for Dignitas, as that's going to be 3 in the round for him. And both of them presenting their backs to Crims. That could have been a disaster. Instead, we see the 9th for Dignitas.
So bizarre. They were looking towards Connector so earnestly, and they just checked top and mid. Very, very strange there, but luckily Pimp still will get to keep his AWP, I believe. That was maintained by AZ. Dignitas get themselves a sorely needed round there. The first in the last 4, but let's see what they can do. AZ, aggressive push towards mid here. Pimp trying to work out from mid window as well. It's 1-for-1 right now as well, but it's all about Fnatic right now. They're doing serious damage. MSL trying to make his rotation towards short, but no, Kirby goes down. It's just Pimp. It's just an MSL as well. Now to try and hold on. Pimp, a key piece for Dignitas goes down, and MSL will be the last man standing, and he is in deep trouble on short.
This is going to be the end for Dignitas. They made such a good effort, a valiant effort on that first half. The second, not so lucky, and Fnatic are going to be picking that one up. 69, the final result. Big plays coming out from the Swedish side. Good to see Fnatic kind of holding form on that second half. And we are going to be seeing them pick up another win now. That's going to put them on 8 wins over on the Pro League already.
That's right, and if you're Dignitas as well, you just you sit there wondering as well, especially about what could have been, especially after losing that pistol round going into the second half. After honestly a very good first half on that T side, but it seems like they had serious difficulty with holding Fnatic at bay. Some of their players also definitely woke up. JW getting in the mix, Olofmeister consistently fragging over the course of the match. It didn't have to just be Pronax pulling out these strokes of brilliance, but that pistol round for Fnatic truly was a catalyst for their win.
Yeah, I think you're right. Those first 3 just started making that number look a little too unobtainable. It was like 11 at one point before Dignitas started to mount some sort of comeback. So, with that said, Dignitas are not out of the woods yet. They've got another game to play. It's going to be a tough one as well. Mouse Sports will be their final opponent for the evening, our final game of the evening. Intrigued to see if Mouse Sports can kind of build off of what we saw from them against TSM. A close loss against Team Solo Mid could put them in good stead for our final game, guys. Stay tuned. We're bringing you our final game of the ESL ESEA Pro League after this.